I would like to share with you the passage that I have written recently on your birthday. It was invited by the Puma magazines for Venerable Master Xing Yun's 95th birthday. And it has always been a very special day for us. And so here it is. You taught us that a birthday is the most deadliest day of a person because a mother is treading her own life for her newborn. Thus, a birthday is mom's suffering day, 母难日. A child shall express gratitude for parents and make time for the mother. In the Sutra on the difficulties of repaying the profound kindness of parents, the Buddha explained that parents would always worry for their child, who has been part of their flesh and blood. During pregnancy, parents worry for food and comfort, for their companions and jobs, for their whereabouts and travels, for their safety and health, for their marriage and family. Even if their child has disgraced the family, moved away, or betrayed the clan, parents would still love. How do we repay such unconditional love from our parents? On your 60th birthday, that was the first time in 40 years that you celebrate your birthday because you have lost contact with your mom after you left the monastery medical relief teams to Taiwan. There were no communications across the two shores separating mother and son. You told your disciple, I would not celebrate on my mother's suffering day, not especially when she was not here. The mainland's open policy allowed you to return to your homeland and found your mom, Lao Nai Nai of Foguang family. You told your disciple, if you insist to celebrate my birthday, you shall invite 1,000 others who will be turning 60 years old to join me. You have shown us joy and gratitude shall be shared. Later, you invite monastics around the world on the 22nd days of the 7th lunar month to the Sangha Day at Foguangshan. You have shown us how to be one among the multitude. 我在众中. I learned the acts of being filial piety from you. Love for parents is more than physical presence. Every time you travel to Guangyun Guan or Lao Nai Nai Ji Nian Guan, you stepped in front of her portrait. You join your palms with your clan hooked around one of your elbow and look into her wrinkled face with your bold eyesight. She had her palm joined and the sandalwood has filled from the censers. I understood then unconditional love is beyond space and time. This love is not a glorious firework, but it is like a continuous stream, thin and flowing. Venerable Masters explained that there are 3 levels of filial piety. The first level is seen when children give food and shelter to the parents. The second level is observed when the success of the children that gives pride and good reputations to the family names to make their parents proud. The highest level of filial piety is the children are able to liberate parents from suffering, and their anxiety rests at ease. When Lao Nai Nai celebrated her 90th birthday at Foguangshan, she said to all of us, thank you. I did not bring gift. This is my son, and he will be my presence to you. I wish all of you attain enlightenment at Foguangshan, just like how Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva attained at Putuosan. My mother was a teacher who had many sideline jobs. She made delicacies for workers before dawn. She made fresh tofu and rice noodle for weekend tamo of farmers market in Malay. She never celebrated her birthday. My family blew birthday candles on big birthday when my grandfather turned 70 and my grandmother turned 61. It was July 2020 when my mother living in Edmonton turned 71. It was her first Buddhist birthday prayer, first virtual blessing presided by her renounced daughter. I chant a sutra to dedicate merits to my mother on her birthday. Amid pandemic lockdown, I invite my siblings and their families to say a prayer on my parents' birthday by Venerable Master. I renounce over a decade now and am guilty of staying in contact. It was the first time I met some of my nieces and nephews. Grandma, tell us your birthday wish, Nicole in Toronto asked. Today, I have everything I wanted, Jing Mama replied. Jing Mama has dreamed of Guan Yin Bodhisattva smiling at her 3 months after I had renounced. She woke up and knew that her daughter would be staying in the monastery for good. My parents flew from Canada to Taiwan. Venerable Master Xing Yun made time to meet them. I was forever thankful. He told them, "Thank you for coming to Fo-Guang-Shan. This is now your home." When your daughter renounced, you did not lose a daughter, but earned over 1,000 monastic children. Venerable Master explained that my parents would be called Jing Baba and Jing Mama in Fo-Guang-Shan. They are now the in-laws of Fo-Guang-Shan. My family does not follow any faith, yet I knew that my Sifu has just planted a Dharma seed in them. Jing Baba and Jing Mama came back to join their first Fo-Guang family reunions 2 years later then. They make an offerings to Venerable Master Xing Yun and told me, "Today is Sangha Day. We wish for Venerable Master to be in good health. This year, your disciple would not be able to come home for Sangha Day and the annual monastic training seminar amid the pandemic. We are going to miss the chance to sing to you or stroll with you, but we know that this physical distance will only bring us closer together in thoughts. We have been reading your verses, writings, calligraphy, letters, and diary of your complete collection. We breathe what you breathe. Sifu Sangren, may your aspirations penetrate minds and prevail the universe."